4.5 years ago, I had one stream of income. Now, I'm sitting between 10 and 13 different streams of income. What's up everyone, it's McKeown back again with another video this week. This is a video I've been wanting to do for quite some time now. And the reason why is because if you rewind about 4.5 years ago, I had one single stream of income. And I'll go ahead and just show you right here what I'm talking about. That's a salary with a master's degree, being a high school teacher and wrestling coach at a mere $3,700 and some change a month. Now, if you fast forward 4.5 years since then, I'm sitting at about 10 to 13 different streams of income, depending on which way you want to really look at them. But today, I'm going to be breaking down every single stream of income that I have generated over the last 4.5 years, and I'm currently still generating, and potentially how you can do so as well. So first things first, how this video is going to work is I'm going to start really with the smallest stream of income. Some of these are passive, some of them are kind of passive, and some of them are not passive at all, but they're all my streams of income that I'm generating still today. So the very first stream of income that I just recently started generating, and that's the reason why it's first on here, because I've only made about $50 within the last 2 or 3 weeks, is YouTube. Thank you guys for subscribing and watching my content. Now YouTube, as you guys are aware, once you reach a certain threshold of subscribers, which it's 1,000 subscribers, as well as about 4,000 watch hours, which took me forever to hit, you start getting monetized on YouTube. Now, I would tell you and be completely transparent with you, it's about $3 to $5 a day when you first start getting monetized. And my intent on YouTube is not to, grow a large channel just for the sake of monetization. The whole purpose for me on YouTube and uploading content consistently is to get out a lot of material that I didn't have available when I first started as a real estate agent or a real estate investor or just an entrepreneur to begin with. So yes, my lowest income stream as of right now is YouTube monetization. My intent is to continue to upload content and that will grow over time, but I'm thinking it's probably gonna be one of my lowest income streams for quite some time. Now, my second stream of income is actually an income stream that was one of my first income streams in addition to my teacher's salary when I was a teacher. A lot of people called me crazy back in 2017 when I bought a brand new Porsche Cayman. I went ahead and rented that out on Turo. I actually have an entire video explaining, the income and whatnot that I made specifically with that car alone. Now, I did wind up getting out of Turo. I wound up renting an A4 on there. I wound up renting a Jeep that got stolen, never returned, and I had to fight to actually not go broke, essentially, from Turo not wanting to pay for that being stolen, but that's in a whole different video. Now, I have recently got an additional vehicle that I'm going to put back on Turo for a rather high price. So as we speak, this is technically not generating me anything, but with the nice car that I've recently got as a business purchase, I'm gonna be generating a good amount of income every single month, even if I rent that out only once or twice a month. So those first two income streams, they're not passive, meaning I have to continue to make YouTube content, continue to make videos in order to continue to be monetized. Also with Turo's leaning more towards being more passive, but at the end of the day, I still have to coordinate any kind of handoffs. I have to coordinate any kind of washing and taking care of the car, any kind of maintenance with it. Now, I could hire people out to do this, but my intent is not to grow a large fleet on Turo, so it's gonna be mostly passive, but it's still gonna require some work. Now, the third income stream that I've started generating money probably about 3 years ago is syndications. Syndications are a great place to put money if you just have money sitting around. If you have 10, 20, 30, 40, $100,000 that you just don't really want to put anywhere, maybe you want to put it away, put it aside for 3 to 5 years. Syndications are essentially you investing on a very large pool of investors to maybe purchase, a commercial property, or maybe purchase something that's in the millions range, renovate, turn it around and sell in 3 to 5 years. And then you may get anywhere from, 1.5 to 2.5, maybe 3x your money, and it's completely passive. Now, you can generate more income off of syndications if you're the actual person running the syndication. For instance, I have one syndication that I have about $10,000 in, completely passive. Now the return on that's probably gonna be about 2x. So I've received a little bit of money as far as a return on that, and I think it's been about 2.5 or 3 years. So I'm probably gonna get the remainder here in the next 12 months, but it was just $10,000 that I put aside, kind of like a savings account that's gonna get me far more money than an actual savings account. Now, the other syndication I have, I actually found the opportunity. I had a good friend that reached out to me and asked me if I had anyone interested in potentially investing in a large multifamily complex somewhere in Florida, completely passive on my behalf, but I was able to bring it to another individual who then generated a bunch of interest from his investor pool, and now I'm gonna be getting a little bit better return because I was the one that brought the deal to him. But in both cases, both of these are 100% passive. I've done very little to no work, and I'm gonna get a good return on my money. But it's not money that I necessarily see, such as a rental property. I'm not gonna see it next month. I'm not gonna see it consistently. I'm just going to put my money somewhere and get a nice little return in maybe 3 to 5 years. Now, the next income stream can really be, depending on which way you want to look at it, you could really tell me, oh, Casey, that's not an income stream. It's a roommate. Now, a lot of you folks want to purchase a single family and rent out your rooms. That's absolutely an income stream. The fact that you're generating income off of your 2 empty rooms in your 3-bedroom house. For instance, me, I have a 4-bedroom house and I have 1 room that's rented out to a roommate. To give you guys some rough numbers, I also have an entire video on that, but my 15-year mortgage at 1.875% interest rate is about $3,600. My roommate alone pays about, well, more than 1/3 of my mortgage. So when you're talking about it, if you're just someone that is out there and owns a house and you automatically had 1/3 of your mortgage paid for, you would absolutely consider that an income stream. So yes, my 4th income stream generates me about $1,300 to $1,400 a month, and that's renting out a room in my house. Now, my 5th income stream, and again, I've been making a bunch of videos on all of my income streams, but this is actually a full video on all of them, is tied to my personal residence as well. So if you've watched me for quite some time, at the beginning of 2020, I built a custom modern home downtown in Dallas. With that, I actually built a custom Airbnb suite, and I'm coming up, December is gonna be 12 months of generating income from that Airbnb suite. Now, it does, if you're familiar, and most of you guys are with Airbnb, you're gonna have some good months, you're gonna have some bad months. Now, most of my income generated from Airbnb has ranged at about $1,500 a month to $2,200, $2,300 a month. So it's a step up from renting out a room, but there are some costs. I have to upkeep with the particular Airbnb suite that is custom built in my home. And I also have to pay a cleaner pretty regularly because I don't have a lot of people renting it for a month or two. Most of the time it's someone coming in for the weekend and then just jetting at the end of the trip. Now, on to my 6th income stream, and this is when things start to get a little bit more fun. Now, it's not to deter anyone from making $1,000 or $2,000 a month, because that's absolutely income that anyone, I think, would be very happy to make. But the next stream of income is my rental properties. Now, I'm gonna make another video next week explaining just how much I make from every source of income. So I'm not gonna go into details about just how much I make off my rental properties, but that's really the next stream of income. And income coming from my rental properties is great because I get cash flow, but I also get appreciation. And in terms of my total net worth, a majority of my net worth is actually in the appreciation in my properties. Now, the next one's a little bit complicated because technically it can be all combined as one, but there's a lot of things moving here, and that's stock. So to give you guys a little bit more idea of what I'm working with here, I have a personal brokerage account. That's where I just decide to invest my own money. And with Charles Schwab, it basically just invests my own money whichever way means fit. I basically have a financial advisor. He tells me to put money into a brokerage account, and that brokerage account is stock, and it just grows over time. Now, I do have 2 other stock accounts, one being a SEP IRA. The SEP IRA is money that is put aside from my actual company on behalf of my own name, and it saves me a ton in taxes. It's one of the biggest tax savings that I have as a business owner. And then the other stock account that I have is a Roth IRA. I contribute the max to my Roth IRA every single year, and I also contribute the max to my SEP IRA, but the SEP is considerably more in terms of investing. Now, the 4th account that I have in terms of stock is my stock awards as well as my stock purchases with the current company that I work for. So I work for a real estate company called Real, It's a relatively newer brokerage. We're at about 3,000 agents. I joined in October of 2020 when we were about 1,100 agents, and that's gonna kind of stem into my next income stream. But my brokerage gives me a lot of opportunities in terms of grants, meaning stock that they just give you, as well as stock that I'm bonused on. So based on my production, I can be bonused more stock, as well as stock that I purchase from my work or my commissions. They will also bonus me stock as well. All right, the next income stream that I have, and at this point it gets kind of complicated because some people may see just stocks as all one kind of income stream. For me, it's multiple different income streams because it's coming from different places. So I'm gonna stop kind of counting at this point, but my next income stream is probably one of my favorite. And it's an income stream that not a lot of people know because it's simply for real estate agents, and it's honestly something that's new within the last maybe 3, 4, or 5 years. Now, I used to work for a company that a lot of people probably know. It's eXp Realty. They've grown to be about 55, maybe 60,000 agents at this point. They're international. They are open up in every single state in America. And the reason why they've grown so fast is because they offer revenue share and stock. Now, I've gone over stock, but I haven't gone over revenue share. Now, the new company that came out with the same kind of business model rolled it out in October of last year. So I swapped over from eXp to Real. And at the time, I was making about $3,000 to maybe $5,000 in revenue share, and I'll explain exactly what that means. Revenue share is an opportunity where you can help the brokerage grow, bring in agents underneath you, they pay a cap to the company. Any brokerage, honestly, when it comes to real estate agents, are going to have a cap or a certain amount of split that you pay to the company. Now, eXp and Real have turned around and allowed that split to be then paid back to the agents that have brought agents in. So with eXp, in about 3.5 years, I didn't focus on bringing on agents early because I was a brand new agent, still teaching and in a brand new city. I think I brought on about 20 or 30 people, and that's what kind of brought me to about $3,000 to $5,000 a month. Sometimes a little less, sometimes a little bit more. It just depended on how many transactions were closed by those 25 or 30 agents. But fast forward to Real. I've been with Real for coming on just about 12 months, and I'm close to 200 agents underneath me. Now, once again, I'll go into the entire amount that I'm generating from that income stream, but that income stream alone is my second best income stream. Now, the video that I'm gonna be making for next week, that's gonna be breaking down all of the actual income and numbers that I make per month from all of my income streams. We'll go more into detail how much I'm making off my revenue share with Real and the opportunity that I have making income off of revenue share with Real moving forward. But at the end of the day, it's a huge amount of money, completely passive, and it's my third largest income stream. Now, moving on to my second highest income stream, and this one is something that I'm gonna be building tremendously in the future, and I'm currently working on it right now as well. It's kind of actually hurt my number one income stream, is my commissions that I earn off of my team, as well as referral checks. So I know I've connected some people on this channel to agents across the country. I know agents and really great agents from across the country that I can connect you with if you're looking to invest. One of the perks is being a real estate agent is if I do connect you with an agent and they do close a deal with you or a sale with you or an investment property with you, it's pretty standard to pay a referral fee. So with that sense, I'm not generating a ton of income off of my monetization off of YouTube, but it kind of helps offset when I'm able to refer some of you guys to agents across the country and then get a little bit of a referral check coming back to me for the time and the effort that I'm putting into all of these videos. Now, on the team side of things, I have started a team. I've had a couple of my agents close some deals. I've got a total of 3 agents now on my team with the intent to continue to grow. That kind of income stream is going to grow exponentially as my agents get more comfortable, close more deals, and my team continues to grow. But as of right now, team split, team commissions, and referral checks are my second highest income stream. And lastly, guys, my highest income stream is real estate commissions. That means all of the work that I'm doing as a real estate agent in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, closing homes, selling homes, or helping people invest locally here. That's my main source of business. That's what helps me really pay the bills. That's what helps me afford a videographer, an editor that I'm likely going to be adding to the mix, as well as a business manager and growing my team. All of that income that I'm generating from closing deals is really being reinvested just across the board, whether it be to rental properties, investing in my team, or just, taking care of myself. Now, as a reminder, guys, all of this has been generated in the last 4.5 years. I want to really get out here and motivate as many people as I can on this channel to show you. 4.5 years ago, my knowledge of real estate was HGTV. I was someone that saw it, as a high school kid, thought it was the coolest thing to watch this cool show of them flipping a home, didn't know anything about real estate, didn't even have the desire really to get into real estate until a certain circumstance happened in my life and I just got Rich Dad Poor Dad thrown at me, and then it kind of changed my life. But at the end of the day, it doesn't have to necessarily be real estate. It doesn't necessarily have to be investing. Just get into something that's going to give you an additional source of income to put yourself ahead of where you currently are. And just to give you guys an example, we were actually talking about this at our team lunch yesterday. My business manager, I mentioned Uber. Uber's a perfect opportunity for someone that, in her case, is a single mom, can hit the go button whenever she wants and hit the end button whenever she wants to. If she wants to go out and drive for an hour, make a little bit of money on the side, and then come back to her daughter or work a little bit on the weekends, that's additional income that she can help provide for her daughter, provide for her, or provide for her future. Now, the intent here is with all of these income streams to continue to just generate more and more income, to invest more and more, whether that be in rental properties, syndications, my personal business. I do have a goal of building an actual office or moving into a large office with my own studio to film in. This is actually my best friend's conference room, but I have a ton of huge goals, and honestly, that's gonna be achievable by trying to increase every single one of these income streams. Now, if you guys do have any questions with any of the income streams that I did mention, I know I didn't go into a ton of detail. Mainly what I wanted to do here is just show you the opportunity that you can make just in a short amount of time with adding additional income streams over time. Again, these income streams, I didn't start in the middle of 2017 with one income stream, and a month later I had 13. These are income streams that I have kind of added over time and figured out which ones are best for me, which ones make the most sense, and which ones I want to work on the most. So if you do have any questions, just leave them down in the comment section below, or feel free to reach out to me on Instagram or shoot me an email. I'll make sure to leave that down in the comment section below. Thanks again, guys, for watching. The support really does mean a lot to me. Make sure to like and subscribe. It really does help. And stay tuned for next week, where I'm going to explain more in detail how much actual money I'm making from all of these income streams.